Thank you, Lauren. Well, with the warmer temperatures, today Children's of Alabama is making sure you understand the dangers and risks of hot cars in the summer. Our Jillian Brooks joins us live now with what you need to know to keep your children safe as it gets hotter outside. Jillian.
Hi, Claire. Today we are at the summit because Children's of Alabama is hosting a safety event all about hot cars in the summer and the dangers that they pose for children. So I'm joined now with safety coordinator at Children's, Leslie Brown. Thank you so much for being here today. Now, I know it's very easy to accidentally, kind of walk into a store and your child's sitting in the backseat of the car, and that can happen really quickly. So can you talk a little bit about the dangers of just hot cars?
Yeah, absolutely. So in 2023, we had 29 children in the United States that died in a hot car. One of those was in Alabama. And so we just want to encourage parents, caregivers, babysitters, grandparents in a few ways that they can help protect their children from that tragedy ever happening to them. So one of the things that we tell parents is don't ever leave your child in a car, not even for a few seconds. Within 10 minutes, that car can heat up 20 degrees. And so we tell parents, don't leave children alone, not even for a second. Also, something for them to note is don't let children play with your key fob, okay? Because children play with this, they can get themselves into a car and get trapped in a car. Also, lock your car every time you get out of it in a parking lot in your neighborhood to make sure that kids can't get in and get trapped in the car. So a couple of things to note that can be good reminders for parents and caregivers. We hear all the time, I would never forget my child. And never say never, because never actually does happen. Over 50% of children that died in hot cars were forgotten by a caregiver, a babysitter. Someone forgot they were in the car. So instead of saying never, create some great habits that you can do every time to make sure that that doesn't happen to you. One, if your child's at a daycare, you can make sure the daycare is going to notify you if your child doesn't show up that day. We have some props here, like we have the baby's diaper bag. You can put that in the front seat. You can put this huge stuffed animal next to you in the front seat to remind you when you stop your car at your destination that you've got something in the back seat. Another thing you can do is actually take your shoe off and put it in the back seat. You can put your cell phone in the back seat, because honestly, this right here is one of our biggest distractions of all. So we are telling parents, stop, look at the car, and then make sure you lock before you leave the car. Now, if you are in a parking lot, like we're out here at the summit today, if you were in a parking lot or in a neighborhood and you saw a child in distress, get the child out immediately. If they're playful and happy, call 911 immediately, and then let them progress with finding the parent, whether they're in a store or whatnot. But always get them out. Children's bodies heat up 3 to 5 times faster than an adult. And so we need to make sure that we are getting them out immediately if they are showing any signs of distress.
Absolutely. So you kind of talked about these great habits to build. Is there like a good way you would encourage parents to start doing this? I know sometimes it might be hard to build a routine if you have young kids with you.
Yeah, I would just do it. I say don't put anything off till later. Just start it today. I mean, it may seem silly, but instead of saying I never would, go ahead and just build some healthy habits and just start putting those items either in the front seat or things in the back seat. You're never going to walk into a store without your shoe on, and you're not going to go very far without your cell phone. So just start doing it today, and make sure you're telling the grandparents and babysitters what your rules are in your home as well for protecting children.
Absolutely. Well, hey, thank you so much. It's so much great advice. Now, you can get lots more great advice just like this today. Again, we're at the summit from 1 to 3. There's going to be plenty of people here to talk about this. They're even going to show a van how quickly it can heat up. So again, that's here at the summit. We're in the AMC parking lot from 1 to 3. Thank you so much again. Reporting live in Birmingham, I'm Jillian Brooks, WBRC Fox 6 News, on your side.